So last time we left off basically going to start for our first date.
You got dads.
I'm between Matt and Damien. I forgot they all have like pink pupils. Matt Stella, avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out in my park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. On a Friday night, you're most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, one drip at a time, baby. Been one thing to take with you on a deserted island, it would be flying tunes to pass the day away. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. I have to watch shit with subtitles. I can't read for shit. Joseph. Hello, Emmy. Joseph looks like Robert Pattinson. Kind of. Leave home with all my headphones. Oh, what's your ideal date? We go to an animal shelter. Seriously considering adopting a cat. Fucking love my cat. What is Damien's? Coffin. Listen to True Crime Podcast while I taxidermy my newest specimen. Pronounce bosom correctly. A bad foreign art house horror. It's night. We're industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Without upset. Mortality salience. See, thing is, I know he's the goth dad. However, as a fellow Maniac, as also a fellow fan of fan fiction. You know what? I can always go on a date with both of them. It's better to be early than late. Very true. I was always taught to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late is never acceptable. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. What's a Soundgarden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Hi, Pookie. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm thinking another message pops up on the screen. Pub is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. Pookie doing a damn thing. I know, I've been saying I was gonna continue streaming Dream Daddy, and then this entire week, the setup. I was gonna stream Monday, but then I started watching, well, actually, I got too tired. And then, the past week, I've been watching The Act with my grandmother, which is about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, if anyone knows what that is. And then, Netflix is finally working again. So, I've finished watching season 2 of Bridgerton and started season 3. So yeah, I've been busy. Busy binging my shows with my grandmother. I don't know, didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever. Let's get out of our comfort zone. No, he said something! He said something! I'll go off dad book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I'm mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. When was the last concert I went to? Oh, last concert I went to was Melanie Martinez. And the one before that was Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Yeah. I've been meaning to go to a lot more concerts. I've been meaning to do a lot of things. If I actually do them is the difference. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? How will anyone fucking survive it now? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, but at least relatively to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost like she's been crying. You sit in the audience reading a book because you're not like other girls. I'm not like other girls. Sorry, Pookie, I'm responding to your message. Debbie Ryan Hair Tech? Mm-hmm. Hey, what's wrong, Panda? Oh,
Fine.
nothing, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I just think it's yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. I'm between, are you sure that's all you're upset about, or you have to tell me what's actually wrong? I will give her the option, because I don't want to force her to talk about it. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and will always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on, or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away.
Huh.
Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put the pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Ugh.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god. I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found out those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring the big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. What was my first... Actually, I know what my first concert was. This is going to age me. But my first concert that I ever went to was when I was in first grade, and I saw Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers together. And then I think my second was when I was in third grade. Either third or fifth. time period's kind of around then. But then I saw Justin Bieber in concert. Well, it's a smaller place. I think Matt mentioned they're a punk band.
Like, do you like gutter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk? Proto-punk? C-punk? Jeremy punk?
What's Jeremy punk?
I made them up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they?
He said that they're Canadian punk.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine.
Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. That is a lie. They are core tenets. At least the friendship part.
Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became much more than just a counterculture rebellion.
Very true. Speak your truth, Amanda.
What I'm trying to say is just enjoy the music.
That's it?
I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into a mosh pit or anything.
Well, that's comforting.
And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it, and definitely do not go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row.
What?
Never mind, just have a blast tonight.
I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8, and what I hope is concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop.
Oh.
Hey, you made it. Ready for the night? Yeah, of course. I definitely know what I'm talking about. You know what? We're gonna play this cool. Ready? I was born ready. Any situation, any outcome, I can handle it. Sleep with one eye open. I'm prepared to kill. Are you? Shit. I'm already messing up. That's right, we'll be truthful. Well, it's been a while. Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey.
Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everyone holds signs and scream cries? Yeah.
Hey.
I got 2 lined up next month. Still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Oh.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Cass, and you'll be good. This thing is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Matt! Sorry, that tiny laugh. Matt lets out a tiny laugh.
Oh.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene could describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who likes the same genre, but also a genre of music no one wants to admit they're into. I fucking love scene music. I wanted to be a scene kid so badly in middle school. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Hey.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my own morality. When were the good years in my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Party like a rock star, fuck like a porn star.
You made it!
Younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. I know Matt's probably in his 40s, but homie looks like he could just be a young dad. Like, he looks like he could be in his 30s. Like, late 30s. He definitely was there in the peak of Tumblr culture. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too.
Hey.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well.
Hey.
Matt waves and hugs a couple people. You can't see, but I am mimicking tucking hair behind my ear.
The way his laugh makes my heart flutter.
Oh, look at that smile. He seems really in his element here.
Hey.
Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh, let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him.
Hey, dude.
Seems like you're a popular guy here. I go to a lot of shows. It's a really cool spot.
Hey.
But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about.
Hey.
Then I become keenly aware of where my hands are, and then there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where did I put my tongue?
Hey.
See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems rather friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit they listen to it. Let's go check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room, where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops on his chair. Step up, get your merch here. I've got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all gifts and accoutrements a discerning concert goers of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you look like a fella who would have them, who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Please stop yelling at me. I'm gonna save. I sense some hesitation in your voice, buddy. Let me assure you on my reputation as a salesman of the highest caliber that this record cannot and will not let you down. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. Dean hops off his chair and takes a seat. Friend looks lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt?
Hey.
Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five, but also turn it into a hug. Oh my god, they're dapping each other up. Your mom doing better. She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that a connection. And have to deal with you every single day. Fair enough. When's your bud? That's Cass. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Cass cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile.
Oh.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give a courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society of people you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to.
Hey.
Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When we were starting our Wish House band,
Hey.
you know I'm out of the game.
It's a shame. You know Vacant Veil would have slayed.
Well, slay once you actually start making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. I got the sickest logo.
While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These t-shirts are really nice.
Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. God, this makes me want to see a bunch of more indie bands. But I only have so much money.
Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. Pardon moi, I had to yawn. The band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name is Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys.
What?
Without time to respond. The band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs.
The fact that you can hear Aaron yelling in the background. Thanks!
I put the earplugs in and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow? No, it's cellist. Yeah, cellist just break his bow? I don't get this. This set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turned to Matt and tried to start a conversation. So, you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh?
What?
I'm gonna ask again. So, you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh?
What?
I'm gonna ask again. So you...
Yeah.
Matt turns his attention to the show. He can hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music.
Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage, crying. Listen, homie, as someone who sprained their ankle, that shit hurts. I had last Saturday, I was in the bathroom, and then I held onto the bathroom sink because my knee decided it wanted to, kind of do, you can't see my hands, but kind of went to the side, because it's my right foot, and it hurt so bad. I was trying so hard not to cry. I ended up crying, because bitch hurt like a motherfucker, come on. But, yeah. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Yeah. He sprains his ankle at every show. They were real about that. Let's grab another beer.
Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there's so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concertgoers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever gonna find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I gonna see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt.
Almost lost you, buddy.
I got real nervous for a second there.
Hey.
You and me both, dude.
He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pope really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. Hi, Vi. Also, very canon, I have a itty bitty dad bladder as well. Usually if I drink something within at least 30 minutes, like minimum 30 minutes, I have to go pee. I have an itty bitty bladder. Either that or I'm overhydrated. I'm not pissed. I mean, I've gone on bathroom breaks for stream. I'm not doing it on stream. No, don't give me that look. No! I'm not pissing on stream. I gotta get paid for that shit if I'm going to. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. All I'm saying is, I come in and you were talking about stream. It was in connection to what was on screen. They were talking about a tiny bladder, and I was talking about the fact that, you know me, I have a tiny bladder. I'm so proud of her. Make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially mulling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever gonna find Matt now? Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. Oh wow, everyone's rushing the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. Gotta get without being trampled by these rowdy youths. Ow.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch.
Ooh.
But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID?
Oh god, yeah, it is.
You streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Oh, is this a real band? I didn't realize that.
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me.
Suspicious. It's not suspicious. I'm...
Footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
I survived the crowd.
DVP.
Alright, so I know what I'm listening to.
But really,
Pop punk.
content ID demands a serious convo. What is this?
finally able to work my way through the crowd to where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot! Well, I guess I should keep looking. I bumped into from behind and I find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle in the music. I'm in the pit. How do I get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me and keeps moving in a circle. Hey! I guess I'm moving into the circle now. Frantically search for the way out, but all I can see is the ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another youth slams into me and I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. I die. Trampled under the boots of counterculture. Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back up to my feet. Wild, dude. Matt throws his arm around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into youths left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. Can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everybody cheers on Pup. Maybe I ought to get enough pit energy for one song. Alright, man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. Gotta say bye to a couple people. I hang outside the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me a t-shirt that I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man!
Hey.
Saw you eyeballing it back in the merch booth.
Hey.
And, I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. Ugh. I'm not gonna say Amanda will love that. He might like that. I don't know if it's these. Amanda will love this. Oh, wow. I bet Amanda will be super into this. She loves angry punk music. Oh, yeah. Shit. I knew it was the wrong idea. My brother in Christ, your glasses just suddenly disappeared. I'm never taking this off. I'll continually wear it until it's tattered and a little smelly so I can truly embody punk fashion. Hey, Matt. Hey, it's Pup. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here.
Hey.
So glad I could make it. You guys are put on a great show. Thanks.
Hey,
Well, see you around. Is that what they actually look like? Yeah, kind of. Wait, you know Pup?
Hey.
Oh yeah, met him a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa.
Yeah, sounds great.
Come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Hey.
So there I am, in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me, and there's nowhere to go.
Oh.
It's the end for me, right? And out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms. And just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Bought him a beer afterward, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So, how do you get to see all these amazing concerts?
Oh.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa! Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade these experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everyone loves Pablo. His mom's raising him on her own, and you can tell it's been tough on the both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud, and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Ooh. Because consumerism is along with the punk, right? But big budget remakes of foreign films. Okay, yeah, because he loves subtitles. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh. Keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous to talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. I loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool! I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool! You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in the pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition. First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I'm your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm eating the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo.
I'll give that record another spin. Why not?
I gotta be on my date. Crap. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear a small... Where did I find small from? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. Wonder if we got any coupons today.
The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple tries to get them to get it in. Sorry, this is my grandmother. She's coming to grab food for the kitty. She says hello. Hey, my coupons. Take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones in. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can't you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Sorry, talk to my grandmother again. Warren Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I could come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out the piece of envelope. She pulls the letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad? I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, whatever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our tinfoil wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Give me a burrito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch the ship sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there's all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing softwares for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they're gonna match you with someone with a familiar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Greg and I were. Good roommate can be a lifelong friend. Don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Ooh, They let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. Bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Maybe a snake? Or maybe both. Will the snake eat the rabbit, though?
Oh boy. I think I'll leave that up to you.
She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second.
So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega.
He didn't tell you about that dumpster fire, did he?
What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it.
Okay.
Oh no.
I promise I'll try harder.
Pat her on the back. Think you can handle the 14-hour drive to come home for holidays? There are going to be some treacherous icy roads to cross. Don't even started on the paranormal occurrences.
Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry.
Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me.
Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too.
It's too late, honey. It's happening.
Dad, I can't get tears on my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad.
I pull Amanda into a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hey, this is Steve from Amazon. I'm out with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes. I'll be right down. Wait. No, sorry. I need to put pants on first. Get from my pants, but I'm wrapped from the ties with the duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No. I'll be right down. Find some sensible capris. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey, Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them?
Yeah. What?
You ordered butterflies?
You can order dead butterflies online?
Wait, so these aren't yours?
No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now.
Okay, love ya. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. We can't give it to Amanda because that's technically porch pirating, right? No, because we didn't take it. That gives me a chance to talk to Damien. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Rat, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how'd you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay, anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Cass Rat. Sure. God, that's such a nice library. Oh, his house is so nice. Damien leads me to his study where he set up sort of workshop, or workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do this all by yourself? Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet.
They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easy to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigments of this one are so nice, too. Anyway, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax.
Sorry, there's a bug.
Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on it around it. He does this so He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready.
And then what?
I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. Take a closer look at Damien's collection. The one with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes. That's a blue... I can't speak today. Ah, yes, that is a blue morpho. One of my favorites, too. He hands a small frame to me. Here, I think it would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me.
I think I'll leave that up to you. I think I'll probably break them in half with my butterfingers.
Nonsense. You have such beautiful, sturdy hands. You'd make a fine taxidermist.
Am I blushing?
Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care, Cass. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you.
Welcome. You've got dads.
We could go on another date with Matt, or we can do a date with Damien. I'm gonna message Damien. You know, do a little daddy date with both of them. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get him know. I think I should hang out with him a little to get to know him. Hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seemed cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing and typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Cass, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for. As you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentleman manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence and afternoon tea and stroll around my garden, should it please you. What type of trident would you want? I don't know. Can you put different things on tridents? Should it please you. Till you adieu. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I was trying to scroll up. Hey, Amanda. Do you know something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Nicole it can either return me through them, call lightning, or riptide. Oh, I love Is Riptide the one where you can like go through the water or like when it's raining? No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the commuter. Commuter? Yes, I would like that one. Riptide, please. I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying lol and LMAO and whatever, and decided that they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the noblemen in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Ugh, reminds me of the fact that I'm watching season 3 of Bridgerton. Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
like the first 5 pages, then I read the review of the movie. Still got a B, though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards.
Cass.
Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more like a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornate, carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps in the foyer, noting the oil paint portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Nope, that is Damien, his son, and their dog. God, I love his aesthetic. I love it so much. He's just autistic. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all these people in these paintings are staring at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Cass, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing on the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Oh, he's so extra. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry. There was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and a parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that has been both historically accurate to the historic Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of a modern dwelling. Any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. Do you know how rebellious teenage years are? Onward, onward. There's more to see. I reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. supplies first.
I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I should show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick a pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No.
Going to pick up a book.
You know, Cass, in the Victorian era there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought immortality novels would encourage youths to a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
Now it's the Naru Sasuke!
I pull out a book at random and examine its worn cover. Opening it, I turn a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection.
God, he's so cute. I enjoy him. He's so handsome. He just has hobbies. I walk to the window and I'm greeted with a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn!
Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea?
He's so happy to have someone to talk to. I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set upon a beautifully tiered silver tray. I take a seat at one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Can't believe we're having high tea. Never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
It's common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when the fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they served.
Oh,
My dear friend, we are currently enjoying afternoon tea.
that's informative.
Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich.
He's not goth. Your home's really impressive. It seems like you really put a lot of work into this place.
Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before.
Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say. What got you interested in goth stuff?
How delightful.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father...
Did he take you into the city?
Sorry?
Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're serious?
Of course. But it's... You know, the song? Amanda made me listen to it.
Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I always had a love for the art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Ooh, speaking of taxidermy, but not really, I do have 2 types of bone earrings that I've gotten from Ren Fair. One is a pair of buffalo teeth, and the other ones are beaver bones. I like to wear them a lot. Especially the buffalo teeth one, because they're kind of curved. at the ends, for like the actual tooth, it's kind of like a worry stone in the sense of like it's very smooth to the touch and kind of like the divot. Sorry, I burped into the microphone. Tasting my salad that I had for dinner. Anyways, it's nice to the touch, basically. Nice to stim with. Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it's a critical mind to truly appreciate something to a fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Cass, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do. Oh man, do I? But I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies.
Quick, so sophisticated. Let me some word jumbles. The, written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know? And I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really.
Oh, so you're a writer.
In a sense. Wait, finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
Such a beautiful garden. I want to kiss him underneath that gazebo.
Damien takes me around to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it's paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even in the style of which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
Orange is the color of friendship. No, I'm thinking yellow. I think this is passion. Or like, because it's not romance like you would a rose, but it's a sense of like passion. If I remember my flower colors correctly.
Lilium buferium, the orange lily. What do you think this one means?
Thou art the tightest. My loins are ablaze. Three cheers for sweet revenge.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangements are so challenging. What is your favorite type of flower?
Sunflowers. Remember sunshine. Then you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack.
What a practical choice.
My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds.
I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
He would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I'd follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings.
Oh, Cass, will you excuse me? I must take this.
He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Damien smiles and walks back to the house. Take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard.
This makes me wish I put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle!
Fix that guard. Goal.
I forgot there's these little, little mini games. Yeah, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Gus, my sincerest apologies to keep you waiting. There was an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
No problem, dude. Everything alright?
Damien worries at the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, his teacher needs me to come to school, post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you.
Us dads gotta stick together.
You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go. I love all these dads. Except Joseph. As you know, everyone here is either a widowed, single, or divorced dad. While Joseph is actively married. I will not be a homewrecker. I refuse it. Sorry, I got up to grab water. Damien and I walk into school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fell into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led to the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away by the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I couldn't make heads or tails of this. I look around at the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, wait a second. Lucien, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turned to Damien and whispered to him, What's Cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe, short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down by the cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So, wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see what would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I lied about the line. And you were cackling manically. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Montedillo. It took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read the review about the movie.
Whoa.
It is only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, you didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, it was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys always tell me to engage in literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filling this under what the hell? Don't do whatever that was again. You two are suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. Teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
Oh, no.
I know, son. It is entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I do care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you want to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend the next week looking for some more job. I know how much you want your own car. Can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues to stare out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. You and I have a lot that we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So, there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would have done us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows a flourish. Classy. Come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket, watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching?
Tiny House Hunt Brothers, Extreme Edition.
Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on string bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house hunting brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house didn't even have a bathroom.
Oh, but honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I'm not pooping outside, Greg.
Why don't they just get a regular-sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
Yeah, that's strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to...
He lured Ernest under the cellar with the promise of vintage and then tried to brick him into a wall, right?
I didn't know that. Has everyone read the story except for me?
Lucian live streamed the entire thing.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too. Oju-sama. S rank!
Friend, you
I've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
I love him so much.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hey, are you up to anything tonight?
Hugo and I are planning to art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa. Why can't I see Damien Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have the hacker's alias. Guys are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I gotta destroy this computer. Cass, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer?
You can run Derek's boot and nuke from the start of flash drive. But once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security.
No, he's just an IT guy. Guess, would you want to see some art or not? Art's good. Let's go see some art. See that art!
Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk to downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing around all these fancy art people. Cass?
Cass! I turn around and it's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I, obviously, huge art. Appreciator? Appreciationist?
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me on this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too.
Yep, immediately a little on my depth here. Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I'm actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. I forgot what voice I did for him. The points get you into heaven. That's how this works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who just seemed to have arrived at the gallery. Good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames. Also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff. Well put, Cass. All you have to know is that if you ever feel overwhelmed, there's generally always a table with free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to help myself to tiny wines. I'm gonna go talk to Hugo and Damien. So, what's this first place?
This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast.
I'll look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It appears if you are correct.
Valid assessment, Cass. Hey, this art is pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with a tiny cheese and wine. What I'd miss. Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the wall. Oh geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art.
its more important question is, what does this art mean to you? Start the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a butt.
Reminds me of my childhood. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood and my parents.
Intriguing that you discover something so personal with an image so non-specific, Cass. May I ask you a little more?
Certainly. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which in a way speaks to the essential nature of human experience. The scars left by the passage of time and turmoil of the contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of the pre-opital consciousness. Slow down there, Cass. Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a butt. Everyone stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt.
While a valid assessment, I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions.
Maybe you're underestimating how much an artist liked butts.
You are a servant of the Lord.
We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that out? That's what it says on the place card. Oh.
Let's look at a few more of these.
We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their words be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. Last time I went to an art museum, I cannot remember who painted it or what the title of the painting was for the life of me, but it was a landscape painting, and I do not know why. But that painting in particular made me almost want to start crying in this art museum. I don't explain to you why I had the overwhelming urge to start crying, but something about that painting just tugged at my heartstrings, which I've never had happen before in an art museum. So either my antidepressants weren't working, or the art spoke to me. It might have been a little bit of both. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly.
Psst, I could do that.
Excuse me?
Hugo, not here.
No, come back here.
The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right behind him.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece of even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems yourself so bad your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Friend, he's not worth it.
Hugo manages to cool down.
He smooths his jacket.
I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood?
Is it cheese?
No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actually wine and cheese. We got one last step on the tour. You feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
It is absolutely weirder than this art.
Let's do it.
Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to the performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
So, quick question. Sure, if you can hear me sipping my water, I burped earlier, and I had a bile rise up with it. So my throat feels scratchy from the bile. So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey.
Performance art. What does it mean?
Uh-huh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Rat.
The very humanity of being human. What do you think they're trying to say?
Hey?
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about what they're saying, about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions.
Uh-huh.
With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. The art of catharsis.
I don't know.
That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. Damien fixes a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look in your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Oh.
Wise.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. I think I'm all arted out.
Agreed.
We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac. Tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in our stomachs.
I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, was that I learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and cheeses together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. That tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings. Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Manother, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint?
I'd actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I'd focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Cass? Tasteful news of the artist. Art is a money-making business. I know it sells. That did not give me a reaction, so I'm gonna see what food artistry. He lost his glasses. Probably do still lifes of various food, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Will there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no. I can't still out a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and it would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys, good art. Good art?
Agreed.
Oh.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors, after all.
I decide to deal with the inevitable cheese odor.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Should we do another dad date? Or do you think we should call it here? And then next one, we can do daddy date number 2 with both Matt and Damien. What we thinking? What we thinking, y'all? For the 2 people in chat, what we thinking? I think this is where we're gonna end stream here, mainly because I do think it would be nice to do another stream of, because I think next time we do Dream Daddy, we can do,
the next 2 dates for Matt, and then follow up and do the next 2 dates for Damien. I think that sounds good. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I hope you all have a lovely evening. I'm going to find someone that we can go and raid. We're going to go ahead and raid as usual. We're going to go raid Voxel. He's playing some Among Us with some of his friends. I hope you all enjoyed stream. I know I did, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, y'all.